Hey, this is Meg.
Hey, and this is Kurt, and this is our second video from the Kumano Kodo days we spent down in the trail section. This is going to be based in Yunomine Onsen, which is a beautiful onsen town that sits between two main trails, two popular trails, the Akagoe Trail and the Dainichi-goe Trail. The city itself is small. It's well preserved, full of ryokan. Probably the most popular part of this town is the small, what's called the
Tsuboyu.
Onsen in the middle of the creek.
That's the World Heritage bathtub.
Yeah, it's unusual, but the reason is because of all these purification rites that have taken place over the years. Evidently, the Pilgrims have been coming here for almost 2,000 years.
Wow.
Here we are just getting into town. The first time we were in town, we had walked from Hongu, noticing the creek. And one interesting part of the creek is that people boil eggs,
So
vegetables.
they cook using the, because I think 90 degrees Celsius.
It's hot, hot enough to cook eggs,
Yeah.
hard-boiled eggs. We're walking towards the ticket booth and checking out the scene. That's the boiling.
The square one you see, that's the people actually use for cooking. You can put your vegetable or egg or, just dip in the water and just leave and go take a walk and come back.
So here we are at the booth to buy our tickets. There are three main public sentos. You need to buy tickets for all three. There's the Tsuboyu, which is in the creek, and then there are two city sentos right behind us. When you buy your ticket for the creek onsen, you also get to use one of the city sentos.
It is a little bit expensive, like $700, 700 yen per person.
$7 a person. You get a half an hour inside the Tsuboyu, and then you get an unlimited amount of time in the city sentos. Yeah, you walk in. It's a small bath. It's in this cabin on the creek. The big comment here is that the water is supposed to change colors 7 times a day. It's very hot. You'll see me soaking. You also see a spigot where you can get some cold water into the hot water. Cool
because
it
hot
down.
Water come from the bottom of this blue one, come from the bottom of the tub. So you can add this water
when you need to cool off.
After the hot tub, we went to walk over the town.
Yeah, we just kind of relaxed a little bit. There's some snowflakes in the air. I don't know if you can quite make them out. We hung our towels up to dry. We're just kind of chilling out, looking at the town, taking in the sun, enjoying the cold air.
And back to the Hongu.
Yeah, what we did the first day, we returned to Hongu. The second day that we came into Yunomine is we drove by car, and we took the second trail from the town. That's called the Akagigoe.
Goe is basically mountain, so you are going over some kind of mountain.
And typical of the Kumano Kodo trails is they're both in the forest, but they also walk through towns. This is, we're kind of hanging out in Yunomine, but this is the trail that walks through Yunomine. You kind of find your way through the alleys. You go by people's homes, by ryokan. Coming up on the right is what looks like a old hot bath. We can
bathhouse.
Yeah, bathhouse. We can tell by the sign. It looks like it's derelict, probably not in use anymore. But this is kind of one of the fun parts of walking on the Kumano is that you occasionally walk through towns. Some of it's not so pretty. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes like a big highway. So here we just found the next trailhead.
Okay.
So today, let's hit this trail.
All right.
Take it in as far as we can, and then come on back.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go, man.
So this is like literally we going through somebody's almost backyard.
Yeah, and you often say hi to people. They'll walk with you for a little bit on the trail. Of course, you're going to meet a bunch of other hikers as well. Yunomine is one of the most popular jumping off points for the trail because it's just so atmospheric, it's so beautiful, it's so well preserved. This was the last view of town that we had before leaving the valley and heading generally up trail towards the Akagigoe. Narrow, tamped down trail reminiscent of a lot of the Kumano Kodo trails that we walk, usually surrounded by trees, thin, young sugi pine, also pretty typical along the Kumano Kodo. And about at this point in the video, we've already made our way to the end point. Yeah, as I recall, we were a bit lost. We were a bit late. The sun was setting. We ended up hitching a ride back into town from a nice carpenter.
I think that because they are only twice a day, their bus go from the end of the trail to the Hongu.
Yeah, and we were kind of casual on where we were going to go. We knew we were going to end up.
Yeah, gonna be somehow need a ride from somebody.
Really, the end of our 2 days hiking around Yunomine Onsen.
People are very sweet. They are used to seeing the hiker, so they are not afraid to help you out.
Yep. Okay, Meg.
Until next trip.
See ya.
Bye.